Hey, what is up, 80s? My name is 8-Bit Nate, and today I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the Leafy drama that's been going on lately. For those of you who don't know, Leafy is here as a YouTuber who recently got his channel terminated without warning. And as of the time I'm making this video, apparently a YouTube spokesperson has said that the ban was intentional. So to start off, I do want to say that I don't really like Leafy that much, and I know I could have some of his fans mad at me for that, but hear me out. One of my main issues with him is that for a while his channel was dedicated to cyberbullying, and some of the people he went after were people with disabilities, and he mocked them for it. As someone with autism myself, you shouldn't be allowed to do that on YouTube, or anywhere for that matter. If you're making fun of someone because they have special needs, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to have much respect for you. I get he has also called out people that have done bad things themselves, but do you see how it's kind of hypocritical that he calls out their crap while he's still behaving like that? Now, with that being said, I don't think it was cool on YouTube's part to just ban him without warning. I mean, obviously he's been making videos since I think it was 2016 or 2015, one of those. But if he was violating the rules back then, you should have given him warnings at that point instead of suddenly banning him now. The way YouTube works is that there's a 3-strike system, you get 3 warnings before your channel's terminated, and I'm pretty sure a strike will go away after 3 months as long as you follow the rules after that. So yes, I think in the long run, Leafy had this ban coming to him, and he kinda deserves it, but I'm also not going to pretend like YouTube was perfect by letting him do this kind of stuff for this long without giving him a single warning like they should have. Also, I want to point out there are still other YouTubers out there that I would say are far worse than Leafy, and YouTube's not doing anything to them. Yes, Leafy did deserve what happened to his channel, but at the same time, you've got people like Logan Paul filming dead bodies in Japan and joking about suicide. Jake Paul's a disaster too. And while these guys are nowhere near as big as Leafy, who had 5 million subscribers, Nick Rekieta and Hero High are still far worse people than Leafy. For those of you who don't know those two, they basically make videos lying about how Vic Mignogna is innocent despite the overwhelming proof against him. I don't want to go too far into that topic, but I will say Nick has done some really racist stuff. Hero High tried to fight a 13-year-old kid online, and he made a video where he flirted with Ruby Rose pretending to be Crow Bronwyn. For those of you who haven't watched Ruby, first of all, watch it. Second of all, Crow is in his late 30s to early 40s, and Ruby is a freaking teenager and his honorary niece. Luckily in the show that's never happened, but the fact that Hero High flirted with her pretending to be Crow, I'm sorry, but that's just creepy, and he knows it too, otherwise he wouldn't have deleted it and tried to keep the video under wraps. Finally, both Nick and Hero High have basically encouraged their fans to bully victims of sexual harassment while also running biased news websites that they completely control. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, again, I'm not gonna go too deep into it for this video. Like, they're just examples of people far worse than Leafy, and even if they don't have as many subscribers, if YouTube's going to ban Leafy, there are many others that should be banned for the BS they've done too. Also, I want to talk about how a lot of people seem to be pointing out H3H3's possible involvement in this situation. I personally haven't ever watched his channel, so I really have no idea what he's like as a person. But I do agree it did seem a bit odd for him to be gloating about Leafy's termination and then going to post a picture of him with Susan, YouTube's CEO. I can definitely see how that would give people the idea he caused this, because I know the two of them have had beef in the past, but over what, I don't know. And again, I barely know about the guy in general, so he could have just been doing it as a joke to piss off Leafy. Again, I don't know. I realize Leafy has also done videos on Pokimane recently, and I haven't been keeping up with that drama, but I do know he's not the only person who has made videos on that topic. Like, many other people are still talking about it and their channels are fine. So bottom line, I am absolutely not a fan of Leafy. I do feel he did deserve to be punished for some of the things he's done. But I also think YouTube really needs to handle these kinds of situations better too. Sorry if my thoughts were all over the place for this video, but yeah, now you know my opinions. I know not everyone's going to agree with all I've said in this video. Like, obviously a lot of Leafy's hardcore fans are pretty upset right now. And I don't know. Maybe some angry Vic Mignogna simps will be upset at how I mentioned their 2 favorite tabloid YouTubers. But it's whatever though. And before I close out this video, I want to stress that I don't like Leafy because of how he makes fun of disabled people. But at the same time, I'm not going to go as far as hoping he loses everything and becomes homeless. And like, even if he somehow sees this video and makes fun of me on Twitter or something, I'm still not going to wish that upon him, because in the end, we should all try to be the better person here.